Welcome to Know and Awaken Your Soul's Unlimited Potential. My name is Eva and I'm so happy to have you here with me. And today I'm going to be talking about soul purpose. Okay, so this is why I want to talk about this today. It's that a lot of people here that I've met are really struggling with this concept of why are they here? Why did they come to this particular human experience? Why has life happened the way it's happened for them? Okay, maybe those are questions that you're currently asking yourself, and here's the answer to that. The number one, I've come to notice that our major reason for most people incarnating is number one, to resolve their past karma. Because karma, if you do not know this, can only be resolved at the dimension it was created. Okay, so if you made certain choices in a previous lifetime that connected you to someone, okay, and you didn't manage to resolve those particular choices in that particular lifetime, and you've been making the same choices over and over again, deepening or making that karma worse and worse for yourself, and which maybe you're currently doing right now in your current lifestyle choices, what happens is that basically your major soul's purpose is first of all to resolve this karma for yourself by making different choices. But what most people don't know or don't have awareness of, they don't know the patterns that they're currently creating through their choices. So they're just thinking that life is just happening to them, but that's not the case. Life is not happening to them, it's happening from them. They're causing it through their choices. But with lack of knowledge as to what choices in particular are creating that, they'll continue making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And that's why I really love soul realignment work, because it's kind of like a shortcut. Okay, it's kind of like a shortcut to your karma. That you've made so many mistakes in so many lifetimes over and over again. And this is kind of like the divine, how I look at soul realignment work. It's kind of like, our guides or God actually just sitting down and saying, you know what, we need to help these souls for now. We need to give them information so that they can actually have awareness to make better choices. So that's basically what soul realignment works does. That it gives you a blueprint as to, okay, these are the mistakes you made in this previous lifetime. This is what you did, and this is what you're currently doing. And this is what you need to do in order to stop making the same mistakes again. So that's the beauty of it all. So when it comes to soul purpose, first of all, your major reason for incarnation, from my perspective, is to resolve this karma. So that you're not continuing with this karma again and again in the whatever incarnations that you still have left. And the other thing is, our soul's major purpose, now despite the resolving of karma, it's that we're just here to express our divinity, to live our divinity. Because when God created us, okay, first of all, God is all-knowing, all-present, omnipresent and all that, right? And he has no way of experiencing himself apart from through us. So I would like for you to look at souls as kind of like data gatherers, if I may say so, and please don't quote me on this. Like, we're gathering data for the divine, just based on how we're living life, how we're expressing our divinity through our choices. So once you have awareness as to who you are at soul level and start making choices or creating based on that, right, the more the creator can get to experience himself through his creation. So that's basically it. You're just here to live your divinity, to gather information just by making choices aligned to who you are at soul level. That's living your divinity. Okay, so this common concept of that some souls were specifically put on this planet to come and save the world, okay? I'd like to dispute that for a bit, because what I've come to see with the soul realignment work and the readings that I've done from some clients, it's that we all have a choice. We all have choices. We all have free will. So yes, if your soul or you feel or you may be feeling this certain need to raise the vibration or to save other people or to serve other people, that's well and good. If that is what you truly want for yourself, if that is what will give you the most fulfillment in this lifetime, but there's no hidden assignment from God or your guides or the universe, whatever you resonate with, telling you that you're supposed to save the world, because just the same way that you made that decision, you could easily just turn your back on it and decide, you know what, I just want to live a normal life. I just want to be the best mother, the best wife, the best sister, the best girlfriend, or whatever to my loved ones, and that's it, and that will give me fulfillment, and that's okay too. I don't want to say that there are certain soul experiences which are better than the other, because that's not the case. There's no soul that is better than the other. Each of our souls is designed differently in a specific way for a particular reason. Because if you were all the same, then how would, if you were all the same, like picture this, if you woke up today and everyone around you was just like you, what kind of a world will that be? Like, there'll be nothing new getting created, because you're just making the same like all of you are doing the same things, making the same choices, so nothing new is really getting created. Okay, but the difference in how we were all created is just the beauty of our current existence, and that's what most people don't tap into. So when I'm talking about free will, that you do have a choice, the same way you maybe someone decided that their best soul's journey was to serve the world, to save the world, and that's completely okay. It's also okay if you choose, you know what, I want to live a quiet life. No one is gonna slap you or punish you for choosing that kind of a life, because you are in control. And like I was saying, when I'm doing readings for people, I've come to notice that when people come at certain crossroads, like for example, that you're here, maybe you've been working a 9 to 5 job that really doesn't fill you up, and you want to do something that's good, or that's going to impact thousands and thousands of people in the world. When we're at the like just at the crossroads of making that decision, it's not yet assured. What happens with the divine is that it opens up a possibility to assist you with that. You actually get spiritual assistance or assistance from the universe based on whatever decision you're going to make in that moment. But here's the thing, right? Like, what normally happens is that if, for example, you're gifted in a particular energy center, and whatever you want to tap into will require more resources for you that you're not particularly gifted in, the universe is going to give you spiritual assistance in the form of additional gifts to help you with that. So probably, like for example, if maybe you don't have communication skills, and the kind of choice you're making will require you communicating with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, the universe will give you additional communication abilities. So if you haven't checked out the energy centers, basically what happens is that, like I said, if you're not making choices aligned to who you are at a level, you create more and more lack in your life. So if you're not divinely gifted in communication, and you're choosing a role that has the potential to impact the world, and you do require communication, if at all you are not getting spiritual assistance and you tapped into that, what will happen is that you're going to create so much upheaval and drama in your life based on that decision. But since the universe is all knowing and so supportive of your decision, it gives you additional abilities, communication abilities, to help you with that, so that whatever choices you're making are still aligned to who you are at soul level. Okay? But what I come to notice is that there is a possibility of those gifts being given to us. They're not fully given to us, but it's kind of like you have a choice to make here. You can choose to either follow the path where you have the potential to impact thousands of people, or you can just choose to live your life as it is right now. So either way, it's perfectly okay. No way is better than the other way. That's how I like to look at it. So there's no like a divine mission that's given to any particular soul. There's no notion of there's a certain specific soul who are divinely chosen or whatever to come and save the world. You can actually choose that for yourself if you so wanted right now, if it will give your soul the best experience. But if not, it's okay. If you just want to live a normal regular life, like, nothing is wrong with that, and you don't get spiritual points for choosing a particular path over the other. The only thing is that, are you living your divinity? That's the major reason why you're here. That's your soul's purpose. So any other thing apart from that, it's just to help you with that, with your current experience. Okay, if you have certain passions you tap into, it's just kind of like helping you just live a more fulfilling life. But your major reason for being here is just to live your own divinity. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you resonate with that. If you have more questions on this, or if you even have comments about this, do comment down below. I always respond to anyone who's curious about this work. And as always, I always end my video by sharing how I can actually help you identify who you are at soul level, so you can actually now start tapping into your own divinity. Okay, so number one, what you get with the soul realignment reading, you're gonna get to discover your particular energy center, your particular soul gifts that were given to you by God, that you're supposed to leverage to create the kind of experience that you want for yourself. So you identify your soul gifts, you identify what choices actually prevent you from accessing these gifts by creating blocks in your particular soul blueprint. So you get a detailed description of that. The third thing is that you get to identify your soul group. Where is your soul originally from? And here's the thing, not all souls who are currently here are originally from Earth. Other souls actually incarnated in other star systems before choosing to continue the experience here. So if you're curious about that and you want to know where your soul began its journey, you can identify that with soul realignment work. We also get to measure where you currently are vibrationally, basically from which dimension your soul is actually getting intuition or guidance from. You can actually measure that with soul realignment work. And last, for the soul realignment reading, you get to identify your particular soul story, the particular lifetime where you started making negative choices that your chances are you're still continuing in this lifetime and creating a lot of lack in your life, blocking you from accessing your soul gifts. Okay, so you actually get to determine your soul's journey and what choices you've been making that are preventing you from living the kind of life that you want and creating a lot of luck for yourself. You get to identify that, and also at the end of the reading, you get to clear all these blocks energetically and really return your soul back to its full integrity as it was originally created by God. So if you're curious about that, do book a soul realignment reading with me down below in the description box, and also connect with me on Facebook or Instagram if you'd like to get more information on this. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel if you like the kind of content I do share out here, and also click on the notification bell so that you might be getting alerts for every time I share out a post. So for now, I'm wishing you so much love and so many virtual hugs. Bye for now. See you in the next video.